All right, grown-ups, it's just our time. I love the babies, but to help you, I gotta speak my mind. This segment's here to help you grow with book reviews, lessons, and things you'll be glad to know. If your little one's restless or looking to play, send them to my other playlist. The read alouds there will brighten their day. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Teacher Lady Show. I'm Miss Erica, the Teacher Lady, your fairy godparent when it comes to sharing joyful stories and growing young minds. Now, all this week we are talking about diverse holidays. We're talking about how to teach children that not everyone celebrates Christmas, and honestly, some people don't celebrate anything at all, and that is okay. And of course, we're using picture books to be able to do so. Today's Behind the Book review is going to be on Soulful Holidays. If you have not done so, be sure to check out the read aloud first, and then come right back here where I will be going over the glows, what I think was done well, the grows, what I think could have been done differently, who should have this as a resource in their home library, and more, all in this episode of Behind the Book, where we go beyond the pages to get to the heart of the story. You ready? Let's grow. Summary in my own words. Soulful Holidays is a very Black story about Christmas and Kwanzaa and overall family celebration. There are so many visuals when it comes to the words that were chosen for this book. And just overall, it is a feel-good way to say Merry Christmas and to remind us that family is the most important part of our holidays should we choose to celebrate. So it's just a warm, feel-good book that I definitely recommend, but we're not there quite yet. Let's keep going. Take-home message and target age group. So the take-home message is truly just about acknowledging how her family celebrates. It acknowledges what a soulful holiday is, and it also talks about Kwanzaa. And so there's definitely some history in the book. There is a lot of family gathering and excitement. There is the take-home message of unity and being close to each other and just overall holiday traditions. So I absolutely adored every page. In terms of target age group, I would say you can go young with this story. It's a fun rhyming story. 3 years old and up, they will love it. Who this book is for and who should add it to their home library, I would definitely say Black families, just, automatically, because we're so represented in the book, right? The book is based on Black family, Black history, Black celebrations, Black holidays. It talks about Kwanzaa and explains that. And there's just overall this love for family and holiday. And so if you are Black, you will definitely feel the love of the story. But I honestly think in order to have your child be well-rounded, you have to introduce them to an array of families, of holidays, so on and so forth. And this book definitely meets that bar. And so if you just want your child to understand that people celebrate holidays in different ways, if you want to add Black stories to your collection, I would definitely also recommend adding this book. I feel like this book is for anybody who wants to discuss holidays, talk about the holidays, or even just needs the reminder of family. Because even though it is centered on Black families and Blackness, family is something that tends to be universal, and we all enjoy that. Well, most of the time at least. Glows. One of my glows for this story has to be the rhyming. I have found that sometimes when picture books rhyme, they lose the message of the book in the attempt to keep the rhyme. And Ciara had bars. Like, she was super consistent with the rhyming, the flow of the story. You could almost sing it. It was just really well written in the sense that the message did not get lost while maintaining that rhyme. And I love that. My second glow would have to be something that I think is very unique and you do not see often. This book is a coloring book as well as a reading book, which I'm just like, that is an awesome idea. So you read the story, and then in the back of the story, you have pages. One page is blank where you can draw your own family. The other, you can kind of color in however you see fit. But it is a way to include the reader in the story. You've learned about my family. Now you get to draw yours in. And I just feel like that was such a creative idea. And then my last quote is all the specific examples that she shares that really helps us to kind of imagine what her home life is like during the holidays. So one example of that is like the Temptations singing Silent Night. Silent Night has tons of variations, right? But when you know that the Temptations, they're listening to the Temptation version of that song, it just kind of puts you in a different mindset. And so all of these small examples kind of help the book to really come alive. Grows. Oh my gosh, this was such an excellent book. I only have one grow. There are a lot of words in this book that most people are not familiar with. Because of that, I would have loved to have like either a glossary page where pronunciation is included, or an asterisk, and at the bottom you tell us how to pronounce some of these words, just because I feel like it's so important when we are learning about different cultures to make sure to represent and talk about them well and with respect. So that would be my only grow, very small. Overall, I really appreciated being able to share this book with you all because I see the magic, feel the magic, and I'm recording this and I'm realizing I need to get my Christmas tree up. And so it's just one of those books that are going to get you excited about the season if the season is something that you celebrate. Discussion questions to have with your child. One, I would discuss the similarities and differences between your family and the family shown in this book. If you celebrate Christmas, how do you celebrate it in the same way? Or what are some things that you actually don't do or you've never heard of or might consider doing? I feel like using this book as a way to hold a conversation around the holidays, what it is you all do, what it is you like, what it is you're interested in, is super powerful. I also think it's really important to utilize this book in a way that shows how different we all are. I cannot stand the term I don't see color because there's so much beauty in seeing the people who are around you, okay? So if your family does differ from this story, talk about it. Talk about something that you would have loved to try or something that excited you. And then one of the ways to utilize this book as a resource is to participate in the activity in the back, okay? So if you don't got the book, you got to get the book, because that coloring book is really a way for you and your children or your child to spend time together to connect around the holiday season and to just kind of have that warm, fuzzy feeling about what is to come. So overall, again, so many ways that you can take this book in terms of a discussion. I would definitely just utilize it in having a conversation around your family's dynamic, how you celebrate holidays, and how that is similar or different. Let's keep growing. Final thoughts. The author, Ciara Hill, really made something remarkable and timeless. I appreciated being able to share this book. It is so bright and colorful. It's hardcover. It's just a good story to have around the holiday season. Be sure to check out the purchase link in the description box below. If you did not know, I am also an author and illustrator of 9 books, and those books encourage the Empathy Library, which is our Pay It Forward program and our overall mission to get books to children in need. So be sure to go to the website and check that out. But until next time, you remember to enjoy the moment or go be a joy in the moment. Bye.